Welcome back to GTU. Tangy barbecue sandwiches or Chipotle tacos, it's your choice. Sending it now over to the kitchen to Jacob Schmidt and Jennifer Burns for a recipe that provides two options to spice up a shredded roast. Hi, guys.
Hi, Saray. Thank you so much. Yes, we have got two ways to be able to cook an easy weeknight meal, maybe a delicious lunch, something different. Jacob, this is a good one. I love both of these.
Yeah, they're both delicious and both really simple to make. Starting off with a chuck roast.
Yep.
You can do a cross rib roast. You could even do a bottom round roast. There are a lot of options. So we're just pot roasting this.
Yeah.
Low and slow cooking, breaking down the tough connective tissue that kind of comes from those different cuts.
Yeah.
And it ends up with this nice, tender, delicious, shreddable, pot roast. Absolutely.
I cooked this yesterday, and I actually did two roasts at the same time. My house smelled so good. So delicious.
There is no better air freshener than a nice beef pot roast. That's what I say.
There's not. And Jacob, just per your recipe, I just browned it up on all sides, and then got in some liquid, some beef broth in there, and you could of course do the crock pot too, but beef broth. And then I actually did a little bit of apple cider vinegar and a little apple cider, and gosh, Jacob, it was about 3 hours later. It was so tender. It took 2 forks and shredded it up. Yes,
it's that easy. I mean, the prep is really fast. And the cooking time, you don't have to do anything about it. It just takes care of itself. So.
You just have to get really hungry because of the smell. But
right.
Yeah, we're going to show two ways here.
So
I love this.
Yeah, we start with, so once it's shredded, then you can just add your favorite barbecue sauce or seasonings and put it right there on a bun for a delicious barbecued beef sandwich.
Put it on a bun, you're good to go. Yeah, so we're doing sandwiches and tacos. So, okay.
You want to do the barbecue sandwiches first there?
Sure.
Okay.
And then in your other pan, I love that your recipe calls for this one, a little chipotle, any kind of a chipotle sauce or a hot sauce. And so that's what we did in the other pan with some of the shredded beef. And we're going to put that on little mini street tacos.
Oh, and I love your little tortillas you've got over there. I don't know where you found those. If a dollhouse or a doll, I don't know.
It's a small dollhouse. Okay, so there's our sandwiches there. I'll put that down. You can put any kind of toppings, I think, on something like this. I love like some white onion, some pickles there, some lettuce, something like that.
I love some shredded cabbage as well.
Me too. Really good. Me too. That's a good one. Okay, now here's our little tacos. I'll bring these over.
I think I need smaller tongs for those dainty little tortillas. I don't know. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can be delicate here.
We'll put them into the little Barbie house. Okay, I'll be dressing up our sandwiches over here. I've got some chips to serve with it, and like I said, I love pickles on these sandwiches. It just goes so well.
Nice little tang.
Nice little tang there. I'll get some of that white onion. And then, Jacob, the toppings that I brought for the tacos, just some cilantro and some red onions there. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, it looks
okay,
so good.
I filled those up.
You filled them.
Yeah, there's not much room for toppings.
Okay,
but,
that's all right. We'll make it happen.
What are you going to do?
We just have a couple. And this is another good one that if you wanted to put something like this out for people to be able to kind of choose in your family or you're having friends over, do you want a sandwich? Do you want more of the barbecue flavor? Or do you want something more like the Chipotle?
Make your own. You don't let them make it themselves, for sure.
Make everything your own. Jacob, tell us some of the nutrients we're getting in that beef roast.
Yeah, that beef roast is full of protein, zinc, iron, and all those B vitamins help give you energy. It's just a nice little nutrient package in that beef. So
I love it, and that's why I did two, because two roast at the same time, and just I had a very large pan. But I love having the leftovers, and there's so many different ways you can use them.
Absolutely,
yeah,
for sure.
We're showing you a couple here, but have fun with it. I mean, you could do something like this with a pasta. Just serve it with potatoes and carrots, like we were talking
Absolutely.
about. So good. All right, this is good. And Jacob, tell us your website.
Yep, just head over to utahbeef.org.
All right, well, ladies, we are so excited to show this one. We've got tacos, Saray, we've got some sandwiches. You get to pick whatever you want for lunch.
I don't know if I could choose, so I might have to do one of each.
Okay.
Would that work?
I think that's absolutely appropriate.
Sold. All right, thank you to both of you, and thanks again to the Utah Beef Council for sponsoring this interview.